hand turns new, spool of green, spool of black. Dragons with flesh, weaving dragons of thread.
In this video, I'll discuss Princess Helena's early life, her prophecies from season 1 and their meaning, along with what will happen in House of the Dragon season 2. So stay tuned for that. Greetings, Throne Watchers! Let's take a look at the early life of Princess Helaena and her journey up until the Dance of Dragons. Once I start talking about season 2 predictions, I'll also discuss the leaks and spoilers at that time. The rest of the video is spoiler free. I'll give a spoiler warning before I'll start talking about the spoilers. So even if you don't want to see any spoilers, you can watch the video until then. So let's begin. Helaena Targaryen is the only daughter of King Viserys and his second wife, Queen Alicent. She was born in 109 AC. When she was an infant, Alicent had trouble soothing her. In season 1, whenever we see Alicent holding Helaena, you can see that she is always crying. Helaena is 12 years younger than Rhaenyra, 3 years younger than her brother/husband Aegon, 1 year older than Aemond, and 5 years older than her youngest brother Daron, who is in Old Town at this time. On the show, Helaena can tell prophecies as well, but since she is considered a little peculiar, Aegon even calls her an idiot, no one gives heed to her prophecies. Helaena was around 10 years old when she was sitting with Alicent examining a millipede, and Aemond was brought in from the dragon pit after the incident with the pig. When Alicent told Aemond that he will have a dragon someday, Helaena said that he will have to close an eye, predicting Aemond losing one eye to claim Vhagar. Helaena claimed her dragon, Dreamfire, and became a dragon rider at the age of 12. At the small council meeting, Rhaenyra proposed a marriage between Jace and Helaena to bridge the gap between the two branches of House Targaryen. Viserys seemed to be in favor of this, but Alicent furiously rejected the proposal later. I think Helaena would have been a lot happier had she been married to Jace instead of Aegon. What do you think? Later, at Laena's funeral, Helaena studied a spider and muttered cryptically about flesh dragons, telling another prophecy. I'll discuss all of her prophecies and what it meant later. So, at Laena's funeral, Aegon complained about his betrothal with Helaena because he thought she was an idiot. Aemond said that he would have done his duty if he was betrothed to her. Some people claim that Aemond was in love with Helaena. I'm not so sure about it. However, I do think he cares about her as his older sister. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think he is in love with Helaena? After the funeral, Helaena flew back to King's Landing on her dragon Dreamfire. Helaena married Aegon II in 122 when she was 13 years old. 1 year later, she gave birth to her twins, Princess Jaehaerys and Jaehaera. During the petition of Waemond, Helaena was disinterested, but when her father showed up, she smiled. She covered her ears in shock when Daemon cut down Waemond Velaryon. Later that night, Viserys held a family dinner where Helaena also gave toast following Rhaenyra, Alicent and Jace's toasts. She made another prediction before making her toast to her cousins Baela and Rhaena. She told them marriage isn't so bad and mocked Aegon, saying the husband mostly ignores the wife except for when he is drunk. After the musicians start playing music, Jace asked Helaena for a dance, which she happily accepted. Their happy dance stopped when Aemond started giving a toast to his strong nephews. In the books, this dance took place in 127 AC when Viserys held a feast to celebrate the recovery of his health. According to Mushroom, when Jace asked Helaena to dance, Aegon took offense. Later that year, Helaena gave birth to their third child, Maelor. I'm not sure if Maelor will be on the show. Do you think he will be shown in season 2 or season 3? In the books, on the third day of the third moon of 129 AC, one day before Viserys' death, Helaena brought her 3 children to her father's chambers, where Viserys entertained the children with a tale about their great-great-grandsire, King Jaehaerys Targaryen. son. As you can see, Viserys didn't completely ignore his children or grandchildren in the books. On the show, after Viserys' death, Alicent went to Helaena to ask about Aegon's whereabouts. Helaena informed her that Aegon was not present. Then she told Alicent another prophecy with increased urgency. She later attended Aegon's coronation at the Dragon Pit, where Princess Rhaenys burst through the floor with her dragon Meleys. Alicent ordered Cole to escort her to safety. In the books, during the coronation, Alicent placed the crown on Helena's head and addressed her as "my queen." So, this is how far the show has gone in season 1. Before we get to the season 2 predictions, let's take a look at Helena's prophecies and what it meant. First, hand turns looms, spool of green, spool of black, dragons of flesh weaving dragons of thread.
Hand turns new, spool of green, spool of black. Dragons of flesh, weaving dragons of thread.
I know most people think that she is talking about Aegon and Rhaenyra, but by hand turns loom, I think she was talking about how the hands, aka our plotters plotting, would lead to a division in House Targaryen. By spool of green, spool of black, she is referring to the greens and the blacks. Dragons of flesh means the Targaryens, and I think weaving dragons of thread means them making their own sigils on their banners. A minor spoiler alert here, both Aegon and Rhaenyra will have the three-headed dragons on their sigils. Aegon's will be golden on green and Rhaenyra's will be red on black. Second, he will have to close an eye.
He'll have to close an eye.
Helaena predicted that Aemon will have to lose an eye to claim Vhagar. Third, beware the beast beneath the boards.
There is a beast beneath the boards.
She predicts Princess Rhaenyra bursting from the floors below the dragon pit. Fourth, her last quote is, "It is our fate, I think, to crave always what is given to another. If one possesses a thing, the other will take it away."
It is our fate, I think, to crave always what is given to another. If one possesses a thing, the other will take it away.
I'm not sure whether this is a prophecy or just her observation. I'm going to discuss some major spoilers from here on now. So if you don't wanna see any spoilers, you can check out my House of the Dragon season 2 details you might have missed video instead. Anyway, so if we take this quote, "If one possesses a thing, the other will take it away" as a prophecy, this could be predicting Rhaenyra taking the throne from Aegon. What do you think? Anyways, let's take a look at what will happen in House of the Dragon season 2 now. The first episode's title is "A Son for a Son," which is pretty self-explanatory. Near the end of season 1, a son was killed, and I think the first episode will begin with Aemon returning to the Red Keep and telling everyone that he killed Luke on purpose, and then we'll probably see everyone's reactions to this news. I do think at least Helaena and Alicent would be sad upon hearing this news. As I've discussed in my season 2 plot video, I think Aegon and Plotto's reactions will probably be like Tywin's reactions on Joffrey's actions. So I think Aegon, just like Joffrey, would be happy at this news, while Plotto, just like Tywin, would be mad at this news. Then, the first episode of season 2 will show revenge, a son for a son, which means they are going to end the first episode of season 2 with a bang, blood and cheese. If you've read the books, you already know what it means. And even if you haven't read the books, you must have heard about blood and cheese by now. I've already discussed what will happen in which episode in detail in my plot House of the Dragon season 2 video. I'll post the link to that at the end of this video. So most likely at the end of the first episode, Helaena would lose her son Prince Jaehaerys. We know Aegon will try to hunt down all the rat catchers in the second episode. And as I discussed in my season 2 plot video, I think this is where Plotto will begin the custom of keeping cats in the Red Keep to get rid of the rats, which is a custom we see in Game of Thrones. Prince Jaehaerys' funeral will be held in episode 3. I don't think we'll see Helaena much in the fourth episode, as the fourth episode, A Dance of Dragons, will consist of a battle. I do do think we might get to see Helaena in the 5th episode, which will be the aftermath of the battle. We know Helaena will get depressed and will slowly sink into madness, which will lead her to follow Tommen's way out. This is only my speculation, but I don't think we'll get to see Helaena in season 2. I think she will die at the end of season 2, probably in the season 2 finale. This week's comment shout out goes to Lucid Horizon, who said, "Great observations. I also enjoy the attention to detail. Thanks for the video." Thank you, Lucid Horizon. These attention to details, at least based on the season 2 trailer, remind me of the earlier seasons of Game of Thrones. The showrunners are doing a really great job. Anyway, if you wanna see what will happen in which episode of season 2, you can check out my plot House of the Dragon season 2 video. Also, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. 7 blessings to you.